Hi.
Hi.
Oh, are we good?
Yeah.
I think we're
I
good.
like
You're.
this.
I'm closer.
Okay. No, it's cool.
Okay.
We're just gonna get real cozy
Yes,
today.
I like this. This isn't bad. This
No,
is good.
we're good.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 4, 5. Who knows?
I don't remember.
Yeah. We're coming to you very unorganized today, and
I
I'm
will
not
give
even
a number.
apologizing because
No.
you know what?
I mean,
It's just
we
chat.
had some expectations of doing this every other week, like every 2 weeks, and I think it's been a couple months.
Yeah, and you know what?
Since.
Like,
I still have a podcast that I'm still trying to edit, and it's not posted yet. So I will post that one, and then I'll post this one.
maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll see. It might be long.
It's about mini sessions.
Oh yeah, those are really
Like
important,
I didn't
especially
do that
like
one,
now.
but I had to edit Bear out like every 5 minutes.
Sorry, my kid gave you work.
He did. He gave me a lot of
He
work.
gives me work.
He was really cute though. I mean, his little voice.
He's something.
so funny.
Well, anyways, welcome. It's been a
Yes.
little bit of a hiatus, but
Yep.
we just got finished photographing the cutest baby.
Mhm.
She had the chunkiest cheeks.
Good story cheeks.
I just wanted to pinch them
Mhm.
the whole time.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of Christmas setups, which
We're fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them trial and error. You know,
Yeah.
we had some shoulder
well, I
pad
think we have
issues.
1,100 pictures,
We
so
do
there's
have
a lot of
1,100
trial and error.
They're still uploading.
But yeah, so we thought we'd keep it a little fun today.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm Ariel, by the way. This
oh,
is
I'm
Jackie.
Jackie.
We're in my studio today, up in East Jordan, Michigan, Northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both newborn photographers. I didn't think we said that, and hopefully, this isn't the first time you're finding us.
Because if
This is
if
very
you are, we're very,
disorganized.
very sorry. This is not
Very
normal,
disorganized.
maybe.
Check out some other episodes and to know who we are.
Yeah.
But we're both newborn photographers. She lives in Gaylord, Grand Rapids. She lives in Grand Rapids.
Not even close enough.
Not even
I was
close
going
to
to say close
Gaylord.
enough, but it's not.
It's
So.
not several hour difference.
Yes, Grand Rapids.
Yep.
I'm the owner of Honeywild Photography in Grand Rapids.
Yep. And I'm Ariel Elizabeth Photography in East Jordan.
And we just realized today that it's our 1-year anniversary.
It is
coming up.
1 year anniversary.
Since
Friend
we met.
anniversary.
Yeah, friend anniversary.
Yeah.
Since we met in person. We chatted online before. So
Yeah.
But I don't know about you. I'm stuck in super busy season. So I really need this one to be like lighthearted, fun.
Yeah.
Like not get into anything too serious, which
No.
we probably will end up
We
getting
never
some
get
serious.
anything serious, I don't think, anyway.
I mean, I'm like a giant child today, so this is
I'm really hoping we didn't scare our newborn client mom.
At the end it got a little
It-
bantery.
It did, and she sat there so quietly, and I'm like, I hope she's not like thinking we're crazy or or immature.
We might be.
I mean,
We're funny.
we put our professional faces on in front of like paying clients, but today it was
about having fun. We
It
were
was about
having
having
fun.
fun.
We
Yeah.
are doing fun
but
setups.
we were still professional. We were still safe. Like,
Oh, yeah.
obviously,
I mean, that
nothing,
doesn't ever
nothing silly like that.
right.
But like the bantering was fun. And
Yeah, we got to
I
just
just hope we
kind of
didn't scare her off.
well, she got some really beautiful images. So.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how she's gonna pick.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna pick like to edit. Seriously, there's so many.
I'm
ones.
probably, and it's funny too because you're gonna drive home and you're probably gonna have like all your favorites edited tonight, and I'm not gonna have touched them because I will be going home to play game night with family,
think
and
that-
tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm
birthday.
sure as heck not being here tomorrow.
Well, I think my husband would kill me if I went home right away.
Oh, probably.
Because he already texted me, "Where are you?"
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I haven't even left. So
I know. And then Zach
It's gonna
said
be wild.
like his parents are gonna be there at 4:30, and I'm like,
it's 4:08 by the
and
way.
right now that's why I'm like, we haven't even podcasted yet. It's gonna be a little while. I'm like, is it okay if we are a little bit past that? And he goes, yep.
It's your birthday present.
He just knows. Yeah, he just knows.
But
Yeah, we get together, things last longer than expected,
it's because we don't see each other as much as we would like to.
and we have fun.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have fun. I like it.
And when it's so far away, like we want to jam pack it all into one.
Yeah.
So
And we like trade ideas
mhm.
like every day because we text every day.
Yeah.
on multiple platforms too.
Which is
sometimes
hilarious. I know.
Sometimes it's text, sometimes it's on like Instagram, face, like it's just wherever.
Yeah.
But we just trade so many ideas that when we get together, it's like this I don't know,
It's like an
creative
explosion.
Yeah.
And then the fact that like how we light things, like lighting is so, I don't know, when people want to like know how you light things, people think there's only one way to do it. And like when you get us together, we do it in 2 different ways. And
I know.
it was really fun to like, okay, I'm going to light it and shoot this. Now I'm going to light it and shoot this.
Yeah.
And we like compare and they're both beautiful.
And I think at the end of the day, I like a combination of both. So can we just
can we find a middle?
And then that would be the perfect lighting.
Yeah.
But I love the way you light. I like I prefer my lighting on other things.
Right.
Like,
same. Absolutely. And I learned a lot from you today, like how you pose on the dog bed. I'm like, my brain had a hard time readjusting.
Oh yeah.
Because like when I get into my routine, like this is how I do it. This is how I know how to do it. And then when you did the differently, it took my brain a minute to catch up and be like, oh wait, how are we doing this?
Yeah. I mean, well, just like when you did the crisscross, you set up differently than I do because I do like the long way on the dog bed and you do like the fat way. You do
hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburger,
I do hot dog. And so when you set that up, I was like, you're going to have to just take point on this because I don't see it.
Yeah.
And then, it was upright potato too. Or was it Willy Wonka? I don't know. One of the other ones. I remember saying like,
it was
I can't do it.
Wasn't it the blanket towel one?
Yeah. I was like, I can't get it right. And then
I just did it.
Yeah, but I did it like her way. And it was like, oh, well, this makes sense now. I couldn't get my angle doing it my way and like change positions.
Yeah.
It looks good now.
So it's for 2 different people.
Yeah.
And there's more, as Zach would say, there's more way to skin a cat.
Exactly. But
please don't
with that, with that is kind of the topic that we're talking about today. Like a difference in opinions.
Unpopular opinions.
Yeah, there are lots of unpopular opinions in this photography world. But we're going to, I think, talk specifically about newborn photography unpopular opinions because that's where we excel.
Right.
I'd like to say we excel at that. I hope we excel at that. Sometimes.
I don't want to burp.
See, we're really real here.
I'm like, wait a minute. Okay.
All right, I want to start with the first one.
Yes.
Photographers care more about the perfect pose than parents do because this will segue into one that one of our listeners gave us. What are your thoughts?
I agree with that 100% because doing Zoom calls with parents and going through photos, they pick ones that I wouldn't pick.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm like, but that one's cuter than this one, or this one's posed better than this one.
Yeah.
But they don't care. They want their baby's face like front and center. They like the close-ups of their baby's face. They like the square on to their face photos. They don't like the artistic turn away shadow ones.
Yeah.
They pick the ones where the baby's face is well lit and straight on. And I'm like, and that's just because they want to see their baby, which totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, that's not what I would pick because that's not artistic.
I feel like I agree and disagree with this. So
that, and also I don't want to say stupid, but they're naive. They're naive to what we do.
They aren't looking for the same things we are.
Exactly.
So for me, like specifically, I'm looking for like the technicalities of it. So I'm looking at the light. I'm looking at like for my style, like does this light match my style? And so that might mean turning the head off from off center. They're not looking at that. They're looking at their cute little baby's face.
Yeah.
And that's why I soft proof because
because they'll choose different ones than what we choose.
I feel like my clients though, we choose a lot of the same, but I might not give them like, I don't know if I give them straight on options.
You probably just is like, I don't like that. So you don't even do it.
I think that's what it is. I mean, I will give them some setups. I'll do straight on, but there's a little tilt always to the head. And that's just for my lighting purposes. And I guess I'm more, I don't want to shoot what I don't like. Same. And so like, if they're going to come to me, it's because they like what I like. And so,
I do like some of those straight on ones.
Yeah.
Too, I mean, so
even today you forced me to do a couple straight on in one of our setups and I do like those. So
which one did I do that with?
The chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the chair one with the pillow. And I was coming more off to the left, shooting like down the face. And you're like, but try straight on. And I did like it.
Yeah.
So
the unpopular opinion is what now?
The unpopular opinion, and I think this is actually a popular opinion. So I'm gonna digress, is that parents, that we care more about the perfect pose more than parents do.
100%.
And I totally
just because we're technical, we want the certain things, and they just see their baby. Okay.
So that kind of segues into something that one of our listeners posted on our Instagram. We asked listeners to come in with like their unpopular opinions that they have.
Which anyone, the fact that anyone answered that, thank you.
Yeah, because I put it on last minute.
Because we haven't.
I dropped the ball.
We both dropped the ball. We've been busy though.
You are like the editor. I should be better at that. So I dropped it. I'll take it this time. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
So the listener's unpopular opinion was that froggy is overrated, and that parents, let me read it to you. Parents care more about other poses. Sometimes they like other poses better. So I'm going to read it verbatim for you guys. So you can, froggy pose is cute, but overrated. I think parents like other poses just as much, if not more. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I would disagree, because since I started doing froggy, which you encouraged me to do froggy, because I was intimidated by froggy, and I'm like, I don't really like it. Like, at first for a while, I didn't like it. I thought it looked unnatural.
Well, Lindsay Reed inspired me to do it
more. And then you inspired me to do it, and now I do it all the time. I do it first pose ever, as long as babies comes in nice and sleepy. And every single client except one has picked that one, like, oh, we have to have that one. That's so cute. We have to have that one. I only had one person ever tell me in 5 years that they didn't think it was cute. And I'm like,
how can you not think it's cute?
But
just I'm going to have to like agree with your opinion, but I will because I think that's a 2-part thing. So I disagree with the first part. I don't think it's overrated. It is usually my most requested and always chosen. I've never had a parent not choose it. And to be quite honest, they get excited because I work alone. So when I ask them to help, they feel like they're part of that session instead of just like a viewer of that session.
Right.
So I think that they do
like to be a part of it, because they're a part of it too.
But I will also agree with that second part, that there are poses that they like more than froggy.
Very true. Yeah. And I definitely do think like froggy does look a little unnatural. I
think sometimes,
because you don't see a newborn being in that position in real life in any other way. But not with their hands like this.
No. No.
They're not being burped like this.
Do you like the variation where they're like dad's hands like that?
I've never done it that way.
I've tried it once. I couldn't get the lighting right, but like, do you like the look of that?
I do love the look of that.
Okay.
I would love to shoot that, just to like say that I've done it.
So that's kind of
and
like
to learn it.
More natural froggy, I guess.
I wouldn't even consider that a froggy. That's just like in dad's hands.
Their hands or their feet are kind of froggy-ish.
Yeah, that's just in dad's hands, and they're like in a burping position. But like froggy is looking a little unnatural, which, whatever. But it is really, really cute, especially when they're like the chubby cheeks and the hands, and then they'll get the pouty lips. The parents just melt over it.
Take that pasty out and do
your little kissy lips.
God. I mean, I've done some really bad froggies though.
I remember when my kids were born, and I finally learned what newborn photography was. And there was one girl near us that did it. I don't think she does it anymore, but I took our kids to her a couple times, and I'm like, please do froggy. And I don't think she wanted to do it. Like, she didn't know, like, she wasn't confident in it, but I asked her to do it so many times that she tried it, and it's a very comical photo.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can tell that she wasn't comfortable, because like the composite, like his head looks like the top of his head is twisted.
I will say, like, so I'm in my 5th year now, which I feel like such a baby when I say that.
Year. Yeah.
It wasn't until this year that I actually started.
Which is funny, because same.
Yeah.
Because you inspired me to do it.
And it was just one day that I was like, okay, I need to like suck it up, get some confidence, because there are a lot of photographers near me in Grand Rapids that do newborn photography. They might not specialize in it, but there's a lot who do it. And I don't know I think I know of 1 or 2 that do froggy. So for me, I was looking at it as like, okay, I need something that sets me apart. Like, what would make someone come to me over others? And it's just a business practice. And so, okay, our styles are the same. What can I do that's different? Well, so I started doing froggy and mugshots, because
those are different than what the other people offer.
And I've had a couple clients say, like, they've come to me because I do froggy and punk shots.
That's awesome.
So,
yeah.
So I guess I agree with the first or disagree with the first part, agree with the second part. I think if you're not comfortable with froggy, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should.
Not without an assistant or someone to help you, first of all.
Yeah.
Or like a teacher. Because like, I mean, you have to try it in order to learn it, but you need to do it safely. You need to know how to do it safely before you try it.
Yeah. And really, just like we tell the parents, like, babies feed off of your energy. Like, they truly 100%. Do. So if you're going in to do a froggy and you're not confident in it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And
but get training, because the only way you will get confident is by doing it. But you got to learn it first by someone else that is, safety.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the next
one?
That one's newborn, and we asked ChatGPT.
Okay, so we just had a really good baby. Did you send her a prep guide?
I did.
Okay, do you agree or disagree that if parents didn't prep for the sessions?
100%. I have a great story for that one.
All right, good. Let's hear it.
Is this good? Can you see it? Okay. So back up. We've been doing the same exact time, 5 years. I didn't start sending a prep guide till a year and a half ago. So I didn't do a prep guide for a long time. And it was very hit or miss whether or not I had a good baby. I felt like I felt a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Because not everyone would like come in, well fed, or they would be crabby or cranky or whatever is going on. Anyway, prep guide has been a game changer. But then I sent the prep guide to this last minute client that booked. I told you about her.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in and she full blown admitted she never read a single thing I sent her.
Mm.
And she's like, she said she saw that it was going to be up to 4 hours. And she thought, well, that can't be right. That's only going to take about an hour. I'm just going to walk in. She's going to take 10 pictures and then I'm going to walk out. And I'm like, I could have done that, but you would have gotten 10 photos of the exact same thing.
You would have had potato.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, did you think your baby was just going to pose herself? And I legitimately asked that. She's like, yeah, I didn't think you had to pose a baby until just now. And I'm like, oh crap.
Wow. This is fun.
And then the dad is like, is it really gonna take 4 hours? I'm like, yeah, it's gonna take 4 hours if you want me to have enough images to fill your gallery. Like, if you want, because what you paid for, if you want me to give you that, you need to give me 4 hours. And he's like, can you cut that in half? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I can't, because if you want what you paid for, first of all, you should have read the prep guide. You should have read, because like, you spend a lot of money, you should have prepared for this.
It's a huge investment.
Yeah. Thankfully, they were very nice people. They were very like, oh, wow. Like, now I get it. I should have read it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, they're business owners themselves. They are self-employed themselves. And I'm like, if you were your client, you wouldn't have appreciated that.
Right.
And they fully admitted that.
Yeah.
They felt bad about it, but I'm like, this is going to be a complete shit show. So right from the get-go, because they're like, well, I have a meeting. I need to be here. I need to do this. And I'm like, well, crap, now I need to rush.
Yeah.
And so like, I was shaking. I was a little anxious. And then, of course, the baby was a little tough because of that. I wasn't relaxed. I felt very on edge the whole time.
I mean, I have it in bold letters in my prep guide that like, baby feeds off your energy.
Well, they didn't even read my prep guide. I'm like, I sent them everything. I'm like, please read this. And then she was also one that was like, she did the booking and it says right then and there, payment is due. She didn't pay for days, like weeks. And I'm like, I need you to pay for this now. And she's like, oh, I thought we could just pay it right before. And I'm like, no, the session is not booked until it's paid. And I will not show up to my studio and prep for your session until it's paid.
Yeah.
Like, and I told her, I'm like, I have had people that didn't pay until the session and then they didn't pay and didn't show up. And so I'm like, this is my policy. Like, I have people pay at booking or else the booking is not, like, she's like, I signed the contract. I'm going to be there. I'm like, if it's not paid, I'm not going to be there. It's not booked until it's paid.
Yeah. And it's not a you thing. It's just like,
well, and then she's like, I'm not like that. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're like.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm like, I have no idea. I have no way of knowing that's what you don't do.
Yeah.
So when she came in person though, like she was nice. Yeah. But it was just like, this is a complete shit show.
It's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot. I feel like sometimes I think there's pressure on parents too. Like I don't want to take that away from them as far as like they want beautiful images as well. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure on a newborn photographer that are things that are out of your control. Yeah. So like baby being happy.
Babies are babies, you know?
Like they have bad days and good days too, even at 5 days old. So all that pressure, if I feel like when they're coming in and they're not prepared, it just gets bigger. It's a pressure pot.
Yeah. Well, and like I get it that like reading a newborn prep guide and preparing and all this stuff is not exactly the first thing that they want to do after having a baby.
Yeah.
They're probably like they are sleep deprived, they are tired, they're sore, you know, things are happening and like
they
I
want
get
to be
that.
perfect, and it's a lot. That's a lot of pressure on them as well too.
But my prep guides are no pressure prep guides.
Yeah.
I literally say at the very top, like, take this with a grain of salt. This is just, you know, my tips and tricks that have made things a little easier. Like, you don't feel pressure to do any of these things. Just this is what to expect, kind of a thing.
Yeah. How long is your prep guide?
I just have it on my website, so it just scrolls. I don't have PDFs like you do.
Mine's only a page long.
Okay.
I don't give a lot of information.
I think I can show you mine, but I don't really know if it's
for a while I had like a longer one.
I filled it with pictures though.
Yeah, I did put a lot of pictures. But I had a longer one, but I felt like parents like that to me, nobody complained, but I felt like to me that's a lot, like all at once. So I tried to like minimize it, like what is truly important. And like for me, what's truly important is setting the expectations for parents. It's not necessarily like having your baby prepped. It's like parents being prepped.
It's a parent prep guide.
Yeah, it really is. It really is a parent prep guide. Yeah. You know, telling them that, hey, your baby might be probably not on a schedule, but they might be more scheduled at home and they're going to eat more when they're here. Yeah. Like that's 100%. Even if they're not cluster feeding, like they're going to eat more.
But I can tell when they don't fully read it because I asked them to like bring baby in a sleeper, not a onesie.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. And like several times I've had parents come in and babies have like 3 layers of all different kinds of clothing, and I'm like, what happened?
Now I have to go
and then I'm like, now I got to fight with all of these different layers.
And your baby doesn't like being dressed in a dress. I know. No. I have not met a baby that's okay with being.
I had a dad dress the baby to bring the baby in, and she had a onesie, she had pants, then she had a dress thing, and then pants over that, and then socks, and then a cardigan. And I'm like, this is a lot of layers. And then the mom joke, she looks like a teacher. It was cute. I mean, I'm not like, it wasn't wrong. Like, she was very adorable, but I'm like, it was a pain in the ass to undress her and keep her asleep.
That is a pain. Oh my gosh. But I can just imagine a cute little like teacher setup.
Yeah. She did look like a little teacher. It was so funny. Okay, what is another unpopular opinion? This is all ChatGPT gives us, guys. So if you have more unpopular opinions, please comment and share them. Oh, do it like a search in the group. Oh. Let's see. Do you want to do business related ones?
We can do whatever.
Being booked out isn't impressive if you're underpriced. That's
a controversial. Like we should talk about it, right?
Should we?
Yeah, because I'm underpriced for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not for my area.
I mean, pricing is so subjective when it comes to like your business expenses in your area, but like,
there is a really big feeling as artists that you
have to be booked and busy
because then you are not liked. And I don't think it has anything to do. This is my unpopular opinion on this subject. Yeah. I think it has less to do with money. I think people can say all up and down like, oh, it's money. I don't think it is. I think as artists, you want to be accepted. You want your work to be liked. I mean, I don't know. I pour my heart and soul into all of my work.
Yeah.
And so to me, if I'm not booked out, I feel like, what am I doing? Nobody likes my work. So it has nothing to do with the money part to me. It's being booked out means people like me.
Right.
I'm accepted.
Yeah.
And so,
but like, I think part of it, I'm not sure how to like word it, but like when you look at your competition or look at other people and they're bragging about being so busy, like, is that really something that's impressive, or is it not impressive? Like, is that
I think being in the industry, I understand this.
Like,
not all the time.
Look busy.
Yeah, I don't want to say all the time is people are making themselves look busy, but it is a marketing tactic. To
like, it bugs me when like I don't mind. I don't mind when people like post their editing queue to like list, so people get an update. But I don't like it when they post their editing queue just to show how many sessions they have, just to show how busy they are.
That's a good,
like, I don't like that.
That's a good point. I post my editing queue a lot, mainly because it stresses me. Well, it stresses me out, like, truthfully, when I get emails asking when should we expect them. And I've never had a client like mean about it, or I've honestly never been like super late where it's like, okay, they're whatever.
They're wondering,
but it's prevents that for me. So I like to post that so that they're on my stories and like, okay, look, we're 3-4 down. So
I like that soon. For that reason.
But I can see how it comes off as like showing off that you're busy.
Because like you put the names, right? So that way they know where they're at.
Yeah.
There's a photographer that I've seen that will not put their names. They just put one initial and then the session type. So like A, maternity, B, newborn, C, this. And I'm like, no one knows who they are on that list because you'll have multiple A maternities.
I'm going to play devil's advocate though.
Well, you don't want to like post people's names.
That's my,
which I get, but like, what's the point of making that list if no one can see where they're at on the list? Other than to show off how many sessions you've done.
Maybe this person should also put like the date that was done.
Yeah.
So
that would be easier.
Like A maternity, the date it was taken. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's not really their clients.
That's just my version. I know, right?
But
that's my version of the booked out thing, I think.
Yeah. I think that the booked out thing is more of is not a money flex. It's
yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pick another one.
Not every newborn loves every pose. Stop forcing it. I mean, I would agree with that.
I would agree with that one. Yeah.
I'm very much baby led. I'll give it a good college try. And then if after like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, if they're really still struggling, if I can see, like, I can always sense if they're settling into something, even if they're still kind of fighting back, then I'll kind of keep going. But if I see that they're really just not settling, I will move on. Like, I want baby to be comfortable because that can ruin the whole session. If you keep pushing that, like, that could, unpopular opinion, the rest of the session, the baby will be upset. So
what about like when a parent really wants a certain pose though, and the baby don't like it?
I mean, in my parent prep guide, I'm going to call it parent prep guide for now.
Yeah,
I like explicitly state that like no pose is guaranteed. That I will try my best, but I also explain that babies are humans. They're babies that have opinions as well, and they might not be into it. And
totally,
I can't guarantee that.
Right.
But it does suck a little bit when you can't give them what they want.
Naked baby shots are not mandatory. Parents often prefer them wrapped.
So I just had a session like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it threw me off, like, big time. Mom was happy. Everything was great. But we didn't click on when she was saying she wanted, I always ask my session, like, questionnaire, what are you looking for? She said wrapped. Well, I have been in this thing where I'm like, creatively, I like the table poses. I like, they can be covered on their booties, but like, I like the table poses. And she did say like she doesn't want any naked photos. They had them with their daughter and then they just never used them, she said. So I went into it knowing that, okay, when we got there, I said, do you mind if we do a table pose and I cover her up? Is it like a nudity thing? Because I can totally understand that.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I said, but I want to do some in an outfit. So like in a bowl and an outfit unwrapped. Because personally, for me, I don't know if it's a flex thing. Like they're more difficult to pose unwrapped. Yeah. So it's like, I want to show like, look at how technical I am. Right. Yeah. And you see more of a baby a lot of times. So I was going along and then she's like, can we just do the wrapped ones? And she just really wanted just potato for the whole thing. And it threw me off because I felt like
she didn't even like the outfit once.
No, she wanted potato the whole time. And she loved her gallery. I just felt when I left that session, I think I texted you, I was like, I feel like something is off because potato, like, this might be an unpopular opinion, is the easiest pose. It is easiest to pose on a dog bed, in a prop style. It's just, you just plop them and usually they're good.
I've seen so many people post a gallery and literally it's like the potato with different wraps over the potato in different sets, but the baby is posed the exact same way. I'm like, the only difference is the color and the set.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, this photo looks identical. They all look identical.
Yeah.
There's no variation besides color and style.
But this is the first time I've ever come up with a parent that
actually wanted
that didn't want table poses.
That's crazy.
So, and I have like a wrapped and unwrapped session planned. Like,
but even your wrapped seems unwrapped.
Well, that's for me. Like, I like personally, the baby's good. Like, I know what they prefer. Like, parents do. They ooh and ah over those ones more than the ones where they're just potato, except for this one client. And so I kind of learned my lesson. Like, maybe they do actually like potato, and I'm putting too much work into things. But like I said earlier, I only shoot what I want to shoot. Like,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to make yourself happy, or else you don't do it.
Yeah.
But I've noticed more and more too. I've had parents prefer outfits or wraps over naked, and I've even gotten some that want naked. They specifically ask for naked poses, and I'll do a variation of the naked plus the cover, and they always pick the cover. I'm like, you said you wanted naked. Why are we not picking that one?
That took a lot of work.
And so, but I've been noticing it more and more. And then when you made the comment today, and when we did the egg pose about the dad saying that the nipple being covered, I'm like, I never once would have even thought of that. Like, for one, I'm not sexualizing a baby. But at the same time, the world is so messed up that, like, you literally have to cover a baby nipple.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I get it. My unpopular opinion here too.
Yeah.
I just did a naked, like, parent posing. 100% if I could do naked babies parent posing all day long.
Parents were not naked.
We're not a naked and a afraid here, people. Baby was naked. And I typically, if there's no sibling, I do all of my parent wrap, like unwrapped, but like in an outfit. And then this time I said, can we, like, what are your thoughts? Because we had already had her like stripped for like the table poses, and we were going into the family, and I said, what are your thoughts on outfit versus not outfit? Because we weren't going to do an outfit image. We were going to go from that to wrapped.
Right.
So I was like, to put an outfit on, take her off, like, it would have been a mess. But they were like, yeah, that sounds good. And they are honestly so beautiful.
They are
like
beautiful.
I just feel they look artsy. Like, they look, they don't look like JCPenney.
The fact that you do like families with baby in an outfit or not wrapped, like, that's a flex, because I'm intimidated by that. I don't like, because half the time the babies aren't settled for me when I do family, and so I just either do egg wrap or potato wrap for family, and I kind of stick with that. Sometimes I don't give them a choice.
It looks beautiful.
If baby's doing fine, I might offer it.
Yeah.
But truthfully, I kind of like to stick. Oh, Zach reminding me to pick up my prescription.
They look beautiful and they work.
Yeah, I like potato, and then I just have a lot of people that now ask for potato. They prefer it.
Yeah, it's easier to hold the baby.
It is.
And they probably
and it makes family go faster.
Yeah, and they
especially
probably
if siblings are
feel more confident. Like, I've had some dads that, like, I'd pose them. I call it the tree frog pose. I know that's not what it's called. I have to give it a name, but it's like
that's
the
a
one
good name though.
where they're like kind of in dad's hands like this, and he's holding their booty up, and they look like a little tree frog.
I like that name. Tree frog.
And I've had some dads that get so nervous. Like, I verbally walk parents through before I hand them the baby. I like put their hands, and I'm like, this is what's going to happen. First, I'm going to place them here. Then I'm going to do this. And then as I'm placing baby, I'll also remind them, okay, now we're going to put our hand here. Maybe it's the teacher in me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens. But, and I always tell them, like, I'm not going to let take my hands off of your baby until I know your baby is not going to, like, move, and that you're settled. And I said, so we're gonna get awkward and hold hands for a while. But even that, some of the dads are just like, they're
so tense.
They're so tense.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look at those galleries, I'm like, I wish I would have just put you in potato, because I think dad would have been just like
more comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you have to do you keep telling them to relax your shoulders?
Yeah, I've had to sometimes like go
push them down,
these shoulders down. And then of course, like, because they're all like this, when I pose the baby, then baby will do something weird. So I'm like, okay, I'll kind of lift this hand up. See, that's I'm not cupping my boob, I promise. I'm cupping a fake baby.
Like that's a lot. Like
but it's not. It doesn't happen often. It really doesn't.
Most of the time, I like to take the easy way out and just get through a session and have it. It is so I just wrap. So, then we do a model call, and that's when I like to do the creative stuff.
Unpopular opinion.
Yes.
Faster equals better.
I don't know.
Like, no. Would you rather have a faster session, right?
Yeah.
Or one where you're doing all sorts of
different creative stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do both.
I mean, I can't. I've tried. I don't know.
You just have to do less creative stuff.
You can't do it though.
Yeah.
But like, would you rather be known? Okay, this is better. Would you rather be known for consistently like consistent galleries? I'm not going to say good or bad. Consistent galleries that are fast. So you come in and you get things over with, and then people word of mouth will say, "Oh, she's really quick, and look at these beautiful photos."
Yeah.
Or would you rather be known as like, I guess the artsy, like not artsy, but
not
like
a single person client in any area of mine will say I'm fast. So,
and if you are a client, you say I'm fast, then God bless you.
I like to be consistent. But then when I get bored with it, I like to change it up and I like to try new things. But that's what I've been using model calls for the creativity. If you're a paying client, I'm going to be consistent and do what I know is reliable to get the gallery that you want and that you'll pay for. And then if the baby's good and if I find inspiration in the parent stories or anything like that sparks an inspiration for something creative, I'll throw that in there. But I like to save the model calls for creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And then the paying clients are just like, get it done and be consistent, because consistency for one is king. The more consistent you are, the more trusted you are, because they'll see they'll trust that that's what they're going to get versus
because it is a big investment.
It is a big investment because they want to know what they're getting. And if they're seeing what they want to know that that's what they'll also get.
Yeah.
So I'll do consistency when it comes to clients. But like I've had some where they come in with some pretty amazing, heart-wrenching stories, and I will find inspiration in that and do something creative. Yeah. So I'll throw a creative thing in there if I like that happens.
I like kind of knowing stories beforehand, because I do like throwing in a creative one.
That's why I Facebook stalk them. And I have that in my questionnaire.
Are you okay with me Facebook stalking you? No, I feel like some of my best sessions, the story behind their baby, whether it's like, this is an easy baby, easy birth, like first baby, on both sides or whatever, or like probably my favorite session ever. And I'm not talking just like technicality wise, which technically it was a beautiful session, so I'm not, but my favorite session ever happened this past year. I'm like, I might cry, but they were a model call for some, I think it was teaching, and they came in for like a part of it, and they had lost their daughter like full term, and there was some issues like when she was pregnant. I actually have a whole blog post I haven't posted yet. She shared the story, but she didn't tell me she told me they lost their daughter, but nothing more. And so I had Facebook stalked her somehow, or maybe like when Facebook. So she reached out to message me. So I Facebook stalked her, and I noticed that like, okay, the baby girl who passed away was named Amari. And I was like, okay, so how can I, like, she didn't ask to incorporate any of that. I want to incorporate some of that. Yeah. And so I'd seen a bear, like she had a maternity picture and she had this bear in there. So I just messaged her real quick and I said, hey, if you don't mind, I noticed that you had this bear in this maternity picture. Would you like me to include it in your newborn session? And she was like, yeah, okay, I'll bring it. I didn't know. Like, oh my gosh, she came in and the baby was like the bear was swaddled in like the wrap that the baby had worn in the hospital. And like, I cried with the parents. They cried. Like, this beautiful baby boy and his sister, like, I don't know. It's gonna make me cry. It's like gives me goosebumps now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so special. See, that's that's why we do what we do.
I loved every single one of those images, even though I could look at them and I could pick technicality wise. Like, there was one image of like 2 beds, and we had the bear in one bed and the baby in the other one, and they were connected through a wrap, like if you would do for twins or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
And I didn't like, there was something was reflecting onto the side, so I didn't like the lighting on that. But I'm like,
the meaning behind it, though, it just trumps that. 100%.
And there's one with he's in bum up, and parents had tattoos on from like people, and their hands were on his little body, and the tattoos were there. I had to take it 3 times to get a composite so that their tattoos were in focus.
Okay.
And baby was in focus.
I don't think I saw that one. Oh, you have to show me that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like that session to me, and those ideas came out of just the bear. She brought the bear, and then I was like noticing all these little things. I'm like, well, let's include this because like this is her, like her legacy is living on. And oh my gosh. It's my it is my favorite session ever. So we just totally digressed. But
yeah, we did.
Talking about adding that thing is
oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Another one. Over accessorizing ages a photo faster than anything else.
Agree.
100% agree.
Agree.
Simple is more timeless. In
my
opinion.
We were just talking about this today because you were talking about this Grinch outfit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Green Monster outfit.
Yeah.
Don't come for us.
Don't sue.
And I love the concept, and I see other things like Elf, and I'm like, I love the concept, but I'm afraid to buy that because
it will age.
And to be honest, like, that's cool for me, but like as a parent,
I mean, it's a cool like little blast in the past, kind of like, oh, this was popular back then, but
it is, but
at the same time, it won't be timeless.
No.
So I mean, it's cute to throw it in for fun, but not to do it consistently.
No, I'm not a super accessory person.
That's one of those like creative like random things.
Yeah.
Like today, we did a hell of a lot of Christmas little accessories, but they were cute. Yeah. I don't know how timeless they'll be, but they were cute.
I don't think we did anything that was too, like, the splat one. What?
Babies don't need seasonal themed setups every month.
Okay, but I do agree with that. I do.
I do.
And I think that's kind of why we did this all Christmas setups, because I have nothing in my portfolio.
Well, and then I think there's certain seasons that, yes, doing a theme setup is fun.
Yeah.
Like fall, Christmas, maybe spring, because like spring florals or whatever.
Yeah.
But not Easter. Not
4th of July.
I'm sorry. 4th of July. No.
I've seen a couple, like, if your baby's born on 4th of July,
then sure.
We'll do something.
Like if your baby was born on a specific holiday.
Not around. If your baby was born around 4th of July, I am not putting that in there. I am not going, like, unpopular opinion, I am not going to attract clients by posting all of my holiday themed setups.
Yeah.
Parents aren't coming to me for that.
No.
So,
but like in the season is fun. Like that's why we just did a whole Christmas themed.
Well, and I don't have a lot. Like I don't, and I'm not going to ever do for paying client a whole Christmas themed session. No. So
like it'll be like maybe 1 or 2 sets,
right,
in a full.
So this gives them something to look at and be like, I like that. Can we do that in my session? Yeah. And then it's like, yep, we can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree. You don't need to do it.
What? Oh, there's these 2.
Oh, I like this one. Newborn safety isn't a marketing tactic. It's a bare minimum. So I've seen a lot lately, photographers posting like big, huge Instagram stories about being like safe, and this is why I'm safe, and this is what I do for safety. And I do think that there's a part that you need to educate your clients that, yes, I am safe. These are the ways I stay safe. But I do think when you're posting multiple stories and
it should be something that you tell people, but it's not something, I don't know.
I think it's sometimes used as a marketing tactic.
I think it's used as a marketing tactic, yes, but only it's got to be true. what if they're using it as a marketing tactic just to get people in the door, but they're really not safe?
Some of those things are bare minimum. Like,
yeah, that should be bare minimum. 100%.
Like, if you're going to be a newborn photographer, you have to do things safely. Like, period, end stop. Like, you cannot call yourself a newborn photographer if you're not doing it safely.
100%. But I think educating any normal person about that should also be a thing, because people will just think any photographer can do a newborn photography shoot, and they'll just go to any photographer just because they're in their budget or they like that person. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that they're safe or know what they're doing.
Okay. Here's my next unpopular opinion.
Okay.
It segues off of that. Look at how this happens. Unpopular opinion. Not every photographer, no matter how good they are, can be a newborn photographer.
100% true.
Yeah. I totally,
yeah, because
that's my unpopular opinion, because I see so many that are amazing wedding or amazing family, like I'm like their stuff is drool worthy, and then they'll post a newborn, and I'm like, stop, like don't.
Well, and what's funny too is like I've told you, my favorite photographer up here, in my area, she's 100% really good wedding photographer. She flat out says, I will not touch a newborn, and she'll send everyone to me. But like, she knows.
But I wish like more photographers knew that. Like,
like they will admit it and just full on not do it.
There's one not really in my area. She's more on the lakeshore, and she's really, really popular. Her wedding stuff, I think, is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think her family stuff is pretty good too. She does excel at wedding stuff for sure. And she just had a child, like a year ago. And I think since she's had this child, she doesn't want to do weddings as much because, I mean, they do take a lot. It's a lot from me. So she started to try to do newborn stuff and like studio stuff. And like baby looks unsafely posed, like truthfully. The lighting is a mess. And I look at that. It's like, she's not a direct competition. We're about an hour away from each other. But I'm like, stop. Like, let's stick with what we're really good at.
Well, and like, I understand
education.
I was gonna say, like, if they really want to get into newborns, then they need to be educated and they need to like properly train and know what they're doing. They shouldn't just jump from one to the other without any knowledge.
Right. Because I feel like there are some lighting aspects of wedding and family photography that are just things that are general across the board for photography. But there are very specific lighting things we look for as newborn photographers that you wouldn't look for as a wedding photographer, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough one. I think it really will depend on like the person, because if they excel at weddings but they don't want to do weddings and they want to do newborns, it's because they train for it.
But like putting the educated, not coming off as like, oh, look at how amazing I'm at wedding photography, and look how amazing I'm at newborn. You're like, no,
right.
But do you think that you have to niche down then?
Oh, that's a good one. I think you do.
I do too.
100% think you do.
I feel like a fraud. If I were to say to someone like, hey, pay me $3,000 to shoot your wedding, and then I went and shot a wedding, I'd be like, I'd just be a fraud. Like,
so like my favorite analogy with that is like, would you go to a general practitioner as a patient for a specific, like,
for your lady parts?
For your lady parts. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't go to a podiatrist for a gynecological issue. No, you wouldn't.
You would stick your foot up.
I mean, like, you go to a specialist, right? Like, if you have a special issue that is, like, sure, go to your primary, but get a referral. Like, you're getting a referral to a specialist. You want to be a specialist in your field. You know,
it's kind of the same thing. Like, I do feel like if we're going to make photographers come off more as professional jobs and not just moms with cameras.
Exactly. Not just mom
I do think you need to niche, but I also do think safely, if there's a safe with education, whatever, just like when you go into like nursing or being a doctor, you go into and I'm going to say this wrong, but try out different fields, right? You do rounds so you can get a sense of like,
do clinicals.
Yeah. And to get a sense of what do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What do you excel at? And then niche down. So I guess, yes, I agree you need to niche down, but I do think you need to explore because...
100%. Explore and then niche down.
Yeah.
Like, do the exploration at the beginning, which we did. I mean, I know I did. I photographed some weddings. I photographed events, which, oh my God, that was a joke.
I will never photograph weddings. I know.
I did 5 weddings, and they were fun in the moment, and I think I did okay.
Yeah.
But afterward, I'm like, I will never do this again.
I know where my passion lies. I know where my passion lies when I wake up and that's like, I'm thinking about, I can't wait to try this setup, or when I edit, let me try this when I edit, or whatever. So like,
see, when I first started newborn photography, I was living, breathing, eating, drinking, everything newborn photography related. This, and now I'm like, now I feel like I need to readjust my priorities, because I'm not seeing my kids very much lately, and I'm not in the moment. I'm not present with them lately, and I'm starting to really feel that. So I'm trying to like not be obsessive.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I'm purposely, because
I'm
like
not helping you.
Like, how many times?
And I really need to like take your
like, how many times have we told parents like this stage in life is so fleeting, like it's gonna disappear before you know it? And then Zach was like, the stage of life of them being a child and being in our house is so small. Like, you're going to be a part of your child's life the majority of the time as adults.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're going to be a memory to them, and versus
want that memory to be like.
Exactly. And I'm like, you got to be present with your own children. Like, yes, we're giving gifts to these families of freezing their baby in these tiny little moments and giving them that gift, but we're like neglecting our own.
Yeah.
So that's been weighing on my heart for a while lately.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on not being obsessive.
And I totally think I need to take your cue, because I feel like that's where I'm at. Like, and I am obsessive.
Yeah.
And I need to remember that. I mean, like you said, my husband and I were just talking about that last night. We're like, we really, like, after my daughter's in 4th grade, and I remember when my oldest son was in 7th grade, it just flew by. And my stepdaughter, 7th grade too, is like, we blinked and they're graduating.
Yeah.
And for me, when we were talking about that realization that like she's a year away from being in 7th grade, and I know how fast that goes, and so I need to like stop, and I want memories of us doing things together to be there, not mom was always working.
Yeah, exactly. And like last night I was doing the knits for the thing, and Evelyn, my 2-year-old, she's like, Mama, I want you to be done. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, mama's done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Done. Stop. Full stop.
I'm like, sorry to swear on the podcast, but like when she said that, my heart, like, it shattered. And I'm like, Mama's done, baby. Mama's done. Yeah. And I think that's a huge reason why I brought my computer and my desk to here, even though the adjustment has been so hard to like, and I feel like I'm here a little bit too long. Like most day, my goal was to come in here like around 9 or 10 a.m. and then be home by the time the kids got home around 3:30. Lately, just because I've been behind, I've been getting home around 4:35, 5:30. And I need to fix that. But when I do go home now, it's like I'm home. There's nothing work related happening. I'm basically spending time with the kids, and I'm knitting, watching TV, or and there's no computer there other than my laptop, which I've been that's another thing. I've been restructuring the whole back end of my business on that. So like that's been fun. But I feel like I've been just trying to make a point to like when I go home, I have clocked out and I'm doing other things. That's why I kind of like how I brought everything here. But I really need to be more stricter and like go home when it's time to go home.
I feel like that's what like next year I'm looking forward to, because Bear, our youngest, will be in school. Like actually right now I split between stay-at-home mom and photographer full-time. Like they're both full-time, and like that's hard to balance. But Bear's in preschool, and so next year he'll be kindergarten all day, every day. And I think that will be my time to like, okay, I can move stuff to my office and then leave it there and then come home.
Yeah.
Because like right now I'm trying to balance being there for them, and then they go to bed, and then I'm up to like 1, 2 in the morning.
Which
and then
is
I'm
not
super
healthy.
No, and I'm super tired the next day. Okay, so last one.
Okay.
There is a pretty well-known photographer who does like education, and like she's really great. But she had mentioned something on her stories that she even said, this is an unpopular opinion.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. That if you're not putting in at least 8 hours a day, then it's not a real business. Thoughts?
Fuck that. It's my thought.
I kind of got offended by that, to be quite honest.
Was that the one about the turnaround time being like, if you're not editing and returning photos
it was
24
like
hours?
It was like all in one, because she said something like, well, people always ask me, how do I turn around things so fast? And then that's what she said. I always tell them, how much time are you spending on things a day? If you're not spending 8 hours a day at your business, it's not a real business.
Which I call bullshit. Just because, first of all, you wouldn't have your own business if you couldn't freaking make your own hours.
That's the reason I started a business, is to make my own hours.
Granted, when you do become a business owner and you're self-employed and your literal like income counts on it, sometimes that 9 to 5 is more like 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., the 24-hour thing.
Right.
Like, but that's like literally what we were just talking about, was like trying to limit that and like be a little bit more structured with your time, like clock in, clock out kind of a thing. But the 8 hours, I mean, that's her business choice. If you want to work 4 hours a day, work 4 hours a day. If you want to work 10 hours a day, work 10 hours a day. But that does not make your business any less of a business.
I totally agree. Like, the reason I started a business is A, for my passion. Like, I needed that outlet. But B, so I could make my own hours.
Yeah.
So like,
if my husband's out taking it off.
Yeah. If we want to go on vacation, I don't have to ask like for time off. I just say I can't work that time.
Exactly.
I honestly was a little offended by that. And she did preface that by saying, like, this is an unpopular opinion. Right. But like what you said, that's how she runs her business. But that doesn't mean I have to run my business.
No.
And that doesn't mean that my business is anything less than hers. And I think that wording, when she said, like, if you're not doing it 8 hours a day, then it's not a real business. To me, that was the part, like, that was offensive.
That is definitely offensive,
And I don't know if she meant it that way. It just, like, it came off very...
Because your business is your business.
It came off very elitist, I think. That's what it was. And I was like, no.
Yeah. I mean, your business is your business. It's your choices. Like, you are the boss. You make your hours. You make, if you end up working 12 hours a day, that's your own damn fault.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But if you work like 1 to 2 hours a day and expect an income of someone who works 8 to 10 hours a day, that's a joke. You're not being realistic.
Yeah.
So like, yes, make your own hours and make your business decisions, but have realistic expectations of what you're going to get out of it.
Do you think turnaround time is important? Like, as far as like,
I do, yeah.
Day after, or like 3 weeks?
I think consistent turnaround time and making sure your clients are aware of it and educated on it
beforehand, right?
Beforehand. Yeah. Or even like after, like tell them what to expect.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, I'm just going to send them updates and say like, hey, I will have yours within the week. Like, so just to let you know, this is where I'm at. Yeah. That way it kind of helps with the whole, where are my photos?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have it in my contract that my turnaround time is this, because it does fluctuate.
Yeah, mine fluctuates.
There was a few months ago where I had a lot of newborn sessions. And for me, newborn sessions are very much more time intensive for editing. Very much more. And so my turnaround time got longer. I will say, like, in an email, like after I send their soft proofs, I'll say, between 3 to 4 weeks or whatever. And I'll change that. So sometimes it's 2 to 3 weeks if I'm really on top of my game.
Which is incredible. Mine's like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, sometimes
at one point it was 8.
And it depends on the gallery though. Like for family photos, usually I can turn those around pretty quickly if I don't have like 6 sessions in front of theirs.
Right, yeah.
But I was hung up on that turnaround time for a while. And then I was like, you know what though? Like, it's in my client guide when I send them that like my typical turnaround is between this. I say 2 to 4. It's because I change it from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, depending on the season. But it's not in my contract. So that like, if they were to come back
and say, hey, you didn't get it done in this time,
I would be like, I'm not contractually obligated to get them back in any sort of
I need to take that out of my contract. That's a good idea.
I mean, it kind of sucks for the client. So if you're a client, sorry. But like I feel like I'm an honest person and I keep you up to date. And like,
turnaround time is hard for me sometimes because like life, you know?
Yeah. We're parents
we're
too.
life. Yeah, like we have children and we have, you know, other obligations and other things going on. And like sometimes like I deal with depression too.
Yeah.
And when I'm in a down,
you don't want me to edit when I'm depressed.
Oh no.
You
and
don't.
like and sometimes I just need a day or two, maybe a week, to just like not work and not because I need that mentally, because if I were to force myself to do something like that in that time, in that headspace, then I'll probably end up quitting my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there will be no more Ariel Elizabeth photography if I'm forcing myself to do something like editing while I'm in one of those down spirals that I get into once a month.
I mean, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
So, let's end on a funnier one, because like that was a really deep one.
that did go a little deep.
But I think that's really important to know. I think the biggest key thing to take away from all these unpopular opinions is do whatever the fuck you want in your business. Like,
yeah, it's your business.
It's your business. Yeah. Just make sure your clients are aware this is how I run things. I mean, that's it. And then your clients choose yes or no.
Right.
Like,
okay, we gotta find a good one.
All right.
Oh, like this one's kind of a good one, but probably not funny.
All right, funny one. That is kind of funny. I got one.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion. Or popular opinion. Unpopular opinion.
Unpopular. Okay.
Okay. Do not tell me your baby sleeps all night when you walk in that door. That's probably a popular opinion. Yeah. But like, do not tell me if they sleep all night. I don't need to know. Tell me that they sleep awful, that they cry all the time, and they're such fussy babies. Because
what is that terminology for that?
Reverse psychology.
It's not. Why do I think supernatural?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. When you put that out in the world, it happens.
What is the word? I can't think of it.
Manifesting.
Yes.
Yeah. If you tell me your baby sleeps all the time and is super chill, you're manifesting a very awful session.
Or like black cats. What is that word?
I know what you're talking about. Oh shoot. See, we're tired.
I know we are tired. It's been a long day. It's been a busy day. Oh, gosh.
Superstition.
Yes, superstition. That's it.
Well, there's a lot of superstitions I have. Yeah.
So if someone comes in and tells me that their baby did not sleep all night long, I'm like internally cheering, because that means they'll sleep all day for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they come in and tell me how perfect their baby is and then how unperfect they end up being,
like, please just don't tell me.
Don't jinx me.
Even if it's true, like sometimes, unpopular opinion, I don't feel like they actually are sleeping all through the night. I think parents are trying to like, look at how.
Oh yeah, they're trying to brag.
I think that's more the case. And you know what? Be real with me.
Yeah.
This baby cries all the time. I don't know how to settle them. Good.
Yeah.
Now I know at least where I stand. They don't hate me. They just hate being born.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many times I've had families come in and they look like they have no idea what they're doing. And I mean, it's very endearing. It's cute. But I like to I feel good teaching them.
Yeah.
How do I wrap my baby? Here, I'll show you how.
Oh, I've had so many that are like, they cry all. I like the ones that say they cry all the time. And they're like, how do you do that? And they're like amazed. And I feel like I'm so powerful. And I'm like,
and then they're like,
no.
How do you get her to stay sleeping when you do all these things? It's just me.
It's my magic touch.
It's my magic touch.
You're just born with it.
Baby whisperer, hello.
I'm just bored.
Yeah.
Just born this way. It's perfect. Okay. Real quick. Let's end it.
Okay.
Give me 3 superstitions you have as a newborn photographer.
Oh my God. Now I'm putting on the spot.
Yeah.
What? Superstitions?
Yeah. Like, do you have any superstitions? You tell me one. Something you do before every session.
Oh, it's
not a superstition.
It's not a superstition. It's tradition.
Tradition.
Yeah.
Superstition, tradition, right?
Okay. So like before every session, I pray.
Okay.
I pray for one, a healthy, happy baby, and one that's like happy, like calm and not upset or angry or in pain. And then I also pray for me to have the skills and the patience to deal with any potential things that come up, and for me to be able to have the skills to calm the baby. And I pray about that before every single session, every single time. And 8 out of 10 babies have been perfect. Like, I'll have the occasional rough session.
Hear that, Jesus?
I know. But like
next time we're having
but I do feel like a lot of that helps me.
Yeah.
And I don't get a lot of rough sessions because of it. And then the ones that I do, the ones that are rough, I'll literally, like, if parents aren't looking, I'll be trying to calm the baby, and I'll just kind of hang my head. And I'm like, please, God, help me right now. Like, let me figure this out. Help me be calm. Help me figure out what's going on. Help me solve this problem. Help me get this baby to be nice and calm and happy. Give me a sleepy baby, please. Give me a sleepy baby. And then the majority of the time it works. But that's me. I'm
That's not a superstition. Sorry,
that's a tradition.
It is a tradition.
Yeah, it's a tradition. But that is just who I am. Like, I was raised Catholic, but I'm no longer Catholic.
Yeah.
I just pray. Like, God's my best friend.
Yeah. Okay, so superstition I have. It's a really pretty baby, or tradition, or both.
Okay.
Superstition. It's a really pretty baby. She's gonna be spicy, or he's gonna be spicy. I mean,
I don't know. We had a really pretty baby today, and she was not spicy.
But like, they can be broken. But like, my superstition is if I see a photo of your baby before a session and it's really, really pretty, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be rough. Like, not rough, but like, this one's gonna make me work.
Yeah. Do you have any like pre-session things that you do to like get ready?
No, I should. I used to when I shot out of my home. I actually used to pray when I was at my home.
Yeah.
Because I would sit on my steps and like I'd have everything prepared way ahead of time when I shot on my home, because I didn't have to like drive to a studio. I just kind of like set up and was there. So I'd sit on my steps and I'd say a prayer and take a big deep breath. Now it's kind of like I have to get there about an hour before my session to set up, because like I don't have time to come the day before to set up. Like, it's usually like everything's planned, but the setup happens like an hour before the session. So usually I'm scrambling to get everything done.
The fact that you can do that in an hour,
I don't think impressive. I have. I think the only thing I do is do the anxious check of like battery, card.
Oh yeah,
light, everything's.
Yep,
that's
make sure all of that. It was so funny one time, just recently. I was doing a model call and I'm like, oh, this is great. Like, everything's great. And I had Baby and Froggy, and I'm like, wait, I don't have my camera.
You're like, oh no.
I'm like, I left it over here at my desk, and it was right there. And I'm like, I had the parent grab the camera.
I've had that happen before.
And I'm like, yeah. I spent all this time undressing Baby, calming them. I got them in Froggy. Everything was ready. I'm like, there's no camera.
You get in the mode. You're like, oh, talking to parents. Like, oh crap,
there's no camera. I kind of need that part.
I do have an after session tradition.
Oh, what's that?
Sweet tea. And
see, my after is this vanilla Coke.
I need that. I don't know what it is.
This is why you need your sweet tea.
Well, I'm gonna get one. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
But like, I guzzle a large sweet tea from Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. They have the best, closest to Southern sweet tea.
Hopefully our McDonald's can do you justice, because I don't know.
I will.
But like, my tradition is to guzzle a vanilla Coke and then crash on the couch.
All right, we're gonna sign off, but before we do, if you have a superstition or a tradition or unpopular opinion
or any input,
no, I think if you have one of those three, we would love to hear from you about how your unpopular opinion or your superstition or tradition. Leave it below in the comments, or if you're on Instagram, leave it in our Instagram caption. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna sign off.
And hopefully we'll get another episode out before a couple months later.
And I'm not going to scare you away.
Hi, future editing Ariel here. While editing our podcast, the very end where we got to say goodbye did not save in the recording, unfortunately. We're still learning this technology thing. But I wanted to jump back on here and thank you guys for hanging out with us and listening and joining us in our casual conversations about photography. This has truly been something that's really fun for us to do. We do want to do this more often, but we are busy photographers and busy moms as well. So we're going to do our best to get another podcast out there as soon as possible. But I'm not going to make any promises as to how frequent, but we will try to be definitely more frequent. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below any topic ideas that you may want us to have a conversation about in the future. You can also email us if you guys have any comments or ideas or anything like that. We would love to hear from you. But once again, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.